And when we do that in our own life, when we actually step out, when we step out of our comfort zone, when we step out even in spite of our fear, when we're crossing boundaries in our own understanding, all of a sudden, anyone notice how loud the volume gets in your fear, right? The fear all of a sudden gets turned up super, super loud. Because we're entering to something that is completely unknown, and we don't know the territory. And so because we don't know the territory, the thing that we want to revert back to is the place that, even though it may be miserable there, because let's be clear, that little neglected corner of New York City is not a lovely place to live. Even though it may be miserable there, it at least is familiar. The shape of it is something you can rely upon. So in the midst of this expansion that's happening within us, and the fear gets really loud, and the hopes and the dreams are just as loud, and all of that is happening within us, we can hear the murmurings. We can hear the rumblings that are happening. And in the story of West Side Story, it erupts in an actual rumble, where the Jets and the Sharks come up against each other. All that fear, it's just expressing as hate, and it just is pouring forth. And in this, our heart, Maria, says, Tony, to the vision, go, and change that. Change that energetic. Change what is happening there in that moment. And so love shows up. Tony shows up in the midst of the rumble, in the midst of all that hate, and he is bringing love to the situation. And in that moment, that love is added in, everything changes. The rules that people have been following fall apart. And what happens in this is that one of the main symbols, one of the main voices of fear and maintaining the status quo, which is Riff, of the Jets, is killed. Ken got killed, right? That was the character he played, right? That character dies. Now, personally, this is a tragedy, right? But we're looking at this metaphorically, metaphysically. In a metaphysical container, this is absolutely necessary. This is exactly what is happening within you, that your love is dissolving your fear, that your love is creating a space, a place where your fear has to die away, where it is no longer a hospitable environment for that fear to live anymore within you.